Good morning, y'all. I hope y'all are having a great day. Welcome to another new video. Today on our agenda, well, Jake, it was his first day back at work, and I'm sad about that because you get used to spending time with somebody and enjoying it, and then you can't anymore as much as you want to, and it's kind of sad. But I know that life needs to get back to normal, or what our normal is going to be, so that's fine. But today on the homestead, I will go check my garden, make sure everything is looking good and coming up good, making sure no crawfish have dug holes in our beans or whatever yet. Actually, that is what spit those. Remember in the last video I was telling you about something had taken my green bean seeds and like spit them up out of the hole, and it was a crawfish. So anyway, or whatever, however they did it, it was out. But anyway, so I'm gonna go check the garden and make sure all that's good. I told y'all the building came that we had gotten, that we ordered, and today we don't have a truck because we got rid of Jake's truck because it was fixing to need a lot of work. I think we weren't sure about it. We didn't want 2 car notes, so we decided that, and he wanted a smaller truck, just not something as big. So we traded that in on this, and then he has mine that's paid off, my small SUV. Well, we're selling that and he's going to get a truck, but right now we don't have one, so we needed some lumber. Not very much, but we needed some lumber to fix up the coop area because some of the boards were rotted and needed to be replaced. So we had to order it, and they're going to deliver it. It's the local hardware store, so it's not like their delivery fee wasn't like Lowe's or Home Depot, and it would have been like $90-something, because that's what they were going to charge us to deliver the building that we got, was like $90. And we were like, we're just going to try to get borrow a truck. And my dad was he has let us use him several times over this past little bit to get everything that we need. Okay, guys, there was a funeral that was going by, so I wanted to quit filming. But anyway, I hate that for them. But anyway, we're getting lumber today delivered. So we're getting the lumber delivered today. They're not charging us a whole lot to get it done, so that's what we do. Actually, the guy just passed the house because we have not gotten the new mailbox up, and I'm sure he couldn't read the numbers on our mailbox, so that's great. But it's completely our fault. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on today. We're getting lumber delivered, and I'm just going to check on the garden and, yeah, do our little thing, wait for Jake to get home. It looks like it might rain today, so it might be one of those times to where I'm working more in the house than outside, and that's okay, because, you know, when Jake gets home, we can sit outside together. But anyway, that's that. So I guess I will update y'all later on. Good morning, everybody. I hope that y'all are having a great morning and that everybody is healthy. I wanted to come on real quick and let you guys know that come on real quick. I guess just hop on and update you a little on the homestead. Pretty much what's happening with the homestead is that I ordered my chicks yesterday. Yay! I'm so excited about them. I got a brand called Golden Comet. Apparently, they're good for first time, like beginner chicken raisers, whatever you want to call that. And also, they're good meat birds and excellent layers. So it checked all the things, and they're very docile and they're very friendly. They're great with kids. So it checked every one of my boxes. That's what we got. And it was one of the only ones that Tractor Supply left. So I got it. But you know, the only thing that I had problems with was the fact, okay, the thing that I was worried about, I'm not sure where I was, but the thing I was worried about with the chicks was I did not have my chick food, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Obviously, I was not looking in the right places. I couldn't find it at like Tractor Supply or anything like that. And that's pretty much the only place I looked. So I couldn't find it at Tractor Supply. But I ordered it, you know, and I ordered a 5-pound bag, and it should be here this Friday. Well, the only thing about that is Jake was telling me, I found it at other places yesterday, and he was like, Lacey, why don't you get the 50-pound bag? I said, because I don't need 50 pounds of chick starter. He was like, when they're grown, they'll eat it too. So I was like, well, all right, well, we'll see how that goes. And what ended up happening was I got a 50-pound bag of chick feed. It's medicated because, you know, I told you guys I wanted the medicated because of coccidiosis, stuff like that. But get this, I paid $5 for a 5-pound bag off Amazon. Not that it's not good stuff. That's just what I did. That's what I got, and I thought it was a good deal. I got this 50-pound bag for $15. At the rate I was going with the small bag, I would have paid $50 for that 50-pound bag. So anyway, I got a good deal, and I guess it's a good deal. Comparatively speaking, it's a good deal. So that's that on the chickens. Yesterday, there was devastation in the garden. I lost a squash plant. I don't know how. I've checked that garden every single day, and I check it for bugs. I call myself checking really well for bugs. Under the leaves, you know. That plant looked like something had sucked the life out of it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure as to what would even do that. It was just completely flat, just dead. So I was upset about it, but I was like, you know, that's life in the garden, and if I need to, I can get another squash plant. So that's the garden update. But the beans are doing well. I have some other things to plant. I got like corn and black-eyed peas and some purple green beans to plant in there also. So trying to fill up the garden space, you know, and we definitely want to share the blessings out of our garden. So there's that. Let's see, what else was there? Oh, the building. The reason we went out yesterday was not just for chick feed. We had to get plywood for the building, the building that we ordered, and we took our time yesterday and we leveled. He got like concrete blocks, and then he got anchors, and then he's got plywood, and then we're going to do the building. He's got a certain way he's going to do it. Well, we tried to level those blocks yesterday so that the building would be level, and guys, we have never built anything before, so I'm sure we did this completely the hardest way you could imagine. But y'all, it took us hours to level 9 blocks. Seriously. So anyway, that's the update from the homestead as of right now. I'm supposed to be getting some more stuff in today or tomorrow, I think. Maybe it might be Friday for the farm, like the chick feeder. I can put it in a little thing if they're here before that gets here. That's not a big deal. But anyway, I'm off to work today. I do have a grocery pickup order to do this afternoon. I hope that I'm off in time for it. I have been lately, so I guess we'll see. I'm hoping they'll change it. But anyway, there's the chick feed. There's the chick starter right there. A huge bag in the back. So anyway, guys, like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Hey y'all, so I'm at Kroger. I just got off work not too long ago, and I did a grocery pickup at Kroger because I have not had a pickup in a little while, and we just needed a few things that we were out of. Well, anyway, of course, Kroger texted me and said that they didn't have some of the things that I needed and whatever. So I had to run into Walmart. Well, I found the thing, actually found toilet paper at Walmart, but I didn't need toilet paper. But the cleaning stuff like Lysol, I needed some more of that. And I actually found like off-brand lemon Lysol, whatever. So I got some of that. I got, I don't remember what all I got. I got Jake and Hadley some Oreos because, you know, life without Oreos is just plain dull. But I'm having to wait because I am late for my pickup. I called them before because I scheduled the pickup between 3 and 4, and I didn't get off work until after 3, and then I had to run by Walmart because I was getting my ice cream for my healthier ice cream, we'll say that. It's not necessarily on plan, but I eat it. I'm getting that from Kroger, so I didn't want to be in the car, for very long. So that's where I'm at now. When I get home, Jake and I talked about it and talked about how the stresses of work, no matter where you work, you bring it home with you, and then you can't enjoy your time at home because you're always talking or thinking about this stuff that happened at work or whatever. So basically what I'm going to do is we're going to try very hard just to leave work at work and be done with it and not think about, you know, all the things that happened that day. Just kind of let it go. The only way that we can do that successfully, I think, is through God himself, seriously, because it's so hard. So what I'm going to do is pray all the way home that I have let this all go. That way I can enjoy my time at home with my family and just be there with them. I'm excited about going home. I don't like stopping by the store, but I don't want to leave home and come back either. So I'm just going to go home, and we're going to have a nice night, have a family night, work outside for a little while, and just do that kind of thing. But yeah, Hadley went to the eye doctor today. She has great eyes. They told her to come back in about 2 years because she's a little farsighted, but not enough to do anything about right yet. So that's a blessing too. So anyway, that's the day so far. Just work and grocery pickup. We'll talk to you in a little while. Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. Just get me some water. This is my water that I am in love with here lately. So today's gonna be a little different. I will take you guys out to see what we have done with the building. We did not do anything yesterday when I got home. Jake cut some grass, and then we put groceries away and stuff like that. Today, I don't have really a whole lot to do outside. I will be getting this house back in order because since we have been doing things outside, getting ready for homestead life, I've neglected it in here. It is not, it's not okay in here. So that's what I'm working on today. We can go see what Jake's working on. Guys, another Amazon package. I'm excited. I think it's going to be my chick feed and stuff. Okay, guys. Here it is. Here is the chick feeder. Now, you can screw on a jar on top of this right here. And it just sits, and they put their little beaks in there and eat. So, that's that. And then here is my chick starter. ManaPro is the name brand, medicated, and this says it's medicated with Improlium. That is not, from what I understand, not an antibiotic. The other chick feed I got from the hardware store in Pelahatchie I think it does have an antibiotic in it. I think it does. Either way, they have to be treated, and I'll start them out on this. And then I think I read today that they need to be on it for they can be on it for 5 months. So I was like, I'll just do that and I'll be fine. Now this, I'm not sure what this is. It must be something for Jake, so I'll just give that to him. Guys, it's too hot for me to have my hair down today and run around here. So you're going to have to deal with it up again. I'm sorry. I figured out what this is. This is Jake's little adapter to his weed eater, which we are obsessed with too. Don't worry, we're not leaving that out of the mower situation. It's all one package. He got all these blades. So What this is an adapter. See, he ordered these blades to go on his weed eater, and he's been waiting for the adapter to come in because the blades trim like small brush, trees, things like that, so we can clean up some stuff around here, and that's going to be great. But he needed an adapter because it's not the brand that his weed eater is. So this is the adapter, and I'm fixing to go give it to him. He's going to be so excited. So anyway, y'all have to excuse my laundry room. It is a disaster too, along with everything else. But what I was saying was, I called the co-op. What is happening? I called the co-op, the Rankin County co-op, and they said that they did not have chicks today, but they would have chicks maybe tomorrow or Saturday. That's Hadley. So we would, we're going to check on them then. And that today I will work on, we decided we're keeping them in the bathtub for a while, just because they'd be there where we could see them. And if I don't have to buy a big something to put them in, then I don't really want to. I would rather just be able to put them in the bathtub, wash it out. You know, it's just easier. So anyway, saying that, I'll put these on Hadley's little table so you guys can see these. These are the ones that I bought the other day at Lowe's, and the only thing is Jake said that maybe we should just stick with what we have for right now, because it would probably be better to learn with what we have than add anything else. I did put asparagus in the garden yesterday too. But these I have bush beans, but apparently when they're cooked they turn green. This is a container variety. I'm not putting it in a container when I do it, just because these are just black-eyed peas and sweet corn. But this sweet corn is a hybrid. I try to only get I want to only get heirloom stuff, but that has not been the case right now. This is sweet corn, and anyway, it's not like non-GMO, whatever. You can get it, but apparently, you know, whatever. So anyway, I will put these in airtight containers, and hopefully that expiration date will not matter. We'll just have to see. I'll have to research that too. Y'all, I cannot tell you how good it feels to get this bedroom cleaned. When we were sick, I disinfected every day. I was sure to like wipe down surfaces that we touched, stuff like that, and I would clean it. But then when we got outside, it was kind of like you'd come in and you throw your stuff down because you're exhausted from working so hard outside. And I would just pick up, but not really like clean. And anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. And it smells so much better. It feels so much better. Like, I cleaned out our air purifiers and started them back up. Like, I hadn't run them in like a week. I don't know why. I normally have them running like 24/7. Those things are going. And I think air purifiers are a great thing. And when I say I think they're a great thing, I'm being serious, because sometimes when you clean those out, you're like, I'm sucking that into my lungs. Like, that was just floating around in here. Like, I was just sucking it up. So I put essential oils in mine, and it helps with like I've had a sinus headache for 2 or 3 days, like, and it doesn't help when you're wearing that mask if you go somewhere. Like, I work, so I wear 2 masks if I'm around patients, and I wear a mask all the time when we're around each other. And it's kind of like you're sucking in your own hot air, and it's just not a good thing. So I get a headache from that. And then sinus stuff, you know, it's just that time of the year in Mississippi. So I run those, and I run essential oils, and it really has helped with my headache today. But I wanted to talk to you about the garden situation for a minute. Yesterday I did not film this, and I should have, but I didn't even think about it. I was just trying to get it in the ground. Jake and I talked about it, and I'd gotten all those seeds from Lowe's, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna plant these just to fill the garden up, because there's such a big space that we, I mean, that we had places that we could plant stuff. So I got some corn and the stuff that I showed you a minute ago, and I was going to plant it, but the only plant that I planted was asparagus, because it takes so long for you to be able to harvest it. And basically what it said was to dig a big trench, and you plant the plants like, what was it, 6 to 12 inches apart? I don't remember. 12 inches apart, maybe? I think that's what I did. So I dug like a 4-foot trench, and then I just planted them in there and watered them real good and covered them up. Gave them some of that Job's. I'm just going to say Job's because that's what I think. The plant food, that's what I gave them. So anyway, but everything else is doing good. We did lose that one plant. I don't know whether a dog peed on it or something ate the roots, and we'll have to do some investigation on that. But anyway, that's what's up with that. So what we have in the garden now is what we're gonna keep in the garden this year, and I plan on doing some fall vegetables. We have actually, here in Mississippi, I know most of you are probably from here, but I've noticed that there are some people out of the country who watch this too. But I'll tell you, here in Mississippi, we're in the southern part of the United States, it gets so humid and hot here. And it's not dry heat like Las Vegas, stuff like that. It is a disgusting, moist heat. It's so humid out here, so humid. But this year, it's like we go from winter to summer. There's no spring, there's no fall. It's just summer and winter. And our winters are pretty mild, so... But for the most part, this year we have actually had a good spring. Like, it's actually felt like spring. There have been some really warm days, but for the most part, we've had a spring, which I've loved. So anyway, guys, our plants should do well this year, I'm hoping. So we'll just keep you updated. Hey guys, I forgot that I said I was going to show y'all what we've done to the building part, and I will show y'all that. I'm on my way out there now. We have limited space like behind our house to put buildings and such. We have 5 acres, and that's plenty of room for us and the kind of garden that we're gonna have and farm we're gonna have. But most of our land is in front of the house. So it's kind of weird how we have to put everything either on the side or in the front. So right now we're just filling up the sides. So, okay, this is what we've gotten so far with the building. Now, these green little stakes right here will come up. These, the anchors, I think are going to come up too. I think Jake's decided to do it a little different. And all the white line that you see is it was just making sure everything was level and done right. So that's where it's going to be, and that's what's, that is what that's what will happen with that. I'll give you guys a look at basically the front part of our land. You see the garden, the dead tree, Jake on the lawnmower, of course, and then there's the house, there's the building and what it will be. That's the little storm shelter, and that is where this will be the chicken coop. Yes, it has a bunch of junk in it. Yes, it will be cleaned back out. So that is pretty much what all of this is going to look like. Okay guys, here is where I planted the asparagus yesterday. Sorry, there's a plane going over us. This is where I planted the asparagus yesterday, and that's where it will be. If I get more plants, we will just go on about it. You see how much garden we have left, and most of that back there. Nothing's planted back there, and then all this up here is free. So that's why we were going to plant more, but Jake decided that maybe we should just wait. Okay, so there are the chives. I don't see anything, but I don't expect to see anything for a little bit. Here are the cucumber plants. They're doing really well. I'm very proud of those. Here is the okra. Now the okra is slow growing, but it is growing. I was worried about it at first, but I'll be okay once they really start taking off. You see the grass that's growing in the garden? I will have to get that out probably tomorrow. And anyway, I'll get that out tomorrow sometime, and then eventually I will put that in with the chickens, because that runner has like an old floor, and I'm sure there's grass and stuff that will come up, but for right now I'm just going to put that in for them to scratch on. Okay, this is the green bell pepper. How awesome is the green bell pepper doing? And then on down there is the sweet potato, and those look like they're doing really well too. This is the zucchini. Zucchini is doing fabulous. And on down there, those little bitty green things are the beans that I planted. I'm so excited about the beans. They are really doing well from seed. I love planting stuff from seed. I wasn't sure how I was going to like that, because I was like, well, I don't know, I can't see it grow. But then once you see it pop through, like starting to pop through the soil, it's so neat to watch it. Now this is the regular yellow squash. You see my two, they're doing so much better. I'm so pleased. Here is one plant. This is what happened. I don't really know. The roots are still on it. I'm not real sure. There is this little hole right here. It could have been any number of things, I guess. But yeah, it completely, like one day it looked like that. The next day it was just completely just whatever. So yeah, squash is all doing well. I'll show you the tomato plants. We have 4 different kinds in the garden. The first 3 are the Cherokee purple tomatoes, and we love those. Those are our new favorite kind. They're growing so much. The next 6 are Better Boy tomatoes, and the last 2 are, one's a cherry tomato. I think that first one, yeah, this first one is like, he's looking kind of stressed out, actually. He looks kind of stressed. Maybe it's the heat of the day. They didn't get watered last night because the ground was just so wet, but now they're kind of dry. So I'm hoping once they're watered this afternoon. This is called yellow pear, and they're yellow, and they look like little tiny pears. It's like the size of a cherry tomato, but yellow and shaped like a pear. So this is the regular, sorry guys, the regular little husky cherry red tomato and it's looking great. I'm pleased with that. And then I'll walk over here now that the garden is actually dry enough for me to walk in. I need to get in there and look at what's causing those holes on that plant. Okay guys, I do not have gardening shoes on. I have flip-flops on. So you see how there's little holes in this leaf. Most of the time I have found is this. That's just a little growth. There have been like a little worm on my things, but right now I don't see him. Look, there comes another one up. If it comes up, it's wonderful. They're all looking fabulous. Something is eating my plants. I need to figure out what that is. But you know, our preacher has had gardens. You know, has gardened for quite some time. And anyway, I was asking about like remedies for things eating. There's more holes in that one for stuff like this. And basically, I had heard to put dish soap on it, you know, but he said don't put Dawn dish soap on it. Put Lemon Joy, just regular Lemon Joy dish soap. So these are all my green bean plants that I planted. I'm so excited about them, guys, so excited. They are, and all of them seem to have little holes in them where something, well, maybe not that one so much, where something is really munching on them. These are the sweet potato plants. So So, anyway, he said to mix the lemon joy with water, like dilute it, and spray your plants with them, and it deters, like the citrus scent deters any kind of pest you have or anything like that. So I got some yesterday. I went to work. On my way home, I was doing that Kroger pickup, and they didn't have the water I've been drinking, so I went to Walmart to pick it up, and I seen some lemon joy, so I got it. So either later on this afternoon, it's 5 o'clock now and it's still really warm, so I'm gonna wait till the sun starts going down and really water the garden, and then spray it with the lemon joy, diluted lemon joy, so that, you know, it's nice and nice and protected from bugs, hopefully. This is not dirt. I mean, it looks like dirt, and obviously there's some dirt. This is what comes out from underneath Jake's mower. He cleans it like every other time he mows the yard. This is stuck underneath there with the blades. Now, he has to redo the bottom of it because I think there's some rust spots underneath the deck. So he's gonna like repaint that or seal it, do something. So hopefully it will not be as much. This is like, that's a whole lot of grass and gunk. And I have been putting it in my compost bed, but there's so many weeds out there. I was like, I think we have enough of that. We'll just deal with what we have. Those birds are going nuts today. Okay, about the chicken stuff. Y'all, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to get used to seeing me like this. This is the way life is right now for us. If I'm honest, that's the way life is all the time for us. Anyway, about the chickens, you know, I'm keeping them in the bathroom that we never use. Like, it tore up a year and a half ago. We just don't really use it. We use ours. And so the bathtub needs to be, I told you guys it has a crack in it. It needs to be done. It's a small crack that had been repaired, and now it's cracked open again, and we don't see the need in repairing it again. We just plan on replacing it. But for right now, it's not being used. So we're putting the chicks in there. I called the co-op, like I told you earlier. They might have chicks tomorrow. We're going to call and see if they have chicks. If so, we will go get some chicks tomorrow. On top of the chicks that we will get next week, I'm assuming, that we ordered from Tractor Supply, and they get their chicks from Hoover's Hatchery. So the only question that we had was the warming lamp, and I'm thinking, I've researched a little bit online, and what I've seen has been people using like a tension rod and moving it up and down as they need to. So that's really good. I'm excited to see that. I'm gonna have to tell Jake when he gets back in off the lawnmower. I fixed him lunch today. Like I said, it's after 5 o'clock. I fixed him lunch, and he had to finish this section of grass before he could come in and eat. So now it will be like his supper instead, a sandwich, which is fine. And he can just snack later if he wants to. So he'll be going back to work tomorrow, and yeah, we'll miss him, but it will be definitely, we'll have our day full of baby chicks and getting ready and set up and all that kind of stuff. Well, all kinds of fun with that. So I guess, guys, that I will end this video here. I appreciate you guys watching our videos and supporting us while we're a brand new channel and going along with us on our homesteading journey. Remember to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and give our video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any questions or comments or just want to chat, just put them in the comments below, and I'll talk to you guys down there. Remember always that God loves you and we love you, and we'll see you guys later.